Hey guys, Angry Monkey here with another pickup video. If you're wondering why I sound like this, I have a problem. I keep buying games and I can afford them, sure, but is it really a good idea to spend more than double or whatever your budget is for that month on video games? No. Don't do it, guys. Even if there is a sale at GameStop, followed by another sale at GameStop, and there's so many cool stuff there that you're like, I want this, and this, and this, and this, on top of already being completely over budget from nostalgic video games earlier this month, and that Fire Emblem game I got earlier this month. Why do I do this to myself? It's not good. So I'm recording this. It's technically the end of June, but you guys are going to see it at the beginning of July. So this is a July pickup video of stuff I bought in the tail end of June. Let's get started. This is going to be a stupidly long video of so many pickups that I got. I'm actually ashamed to show them because of how much stuff I got. Well, I'll start with some free stuff. So that's kind of a good way to ease into it. So, this is technically not video game related, but my uncle thought it was, so he gave it to me. So here is a little character. He's actually from Robin Hood, but this is from 1986. But he thought that went with this. A little PVC Link from 1989, and he's like, oh, well, that's like his little brother or something, so he gave me both of them, so that's cool. I don't really know who that character is, but here is Link, based on the way he looked in Zelda 2, which, not a good Zelda game in my opinion. Zelda 1, classic. Zelda 2, I appreciate what they did, but that game didn't have to be that stupid hard. Anyway, this is the way that Link looks in Zelda 2. Yeah, apparently these were found at like toy stores for like Mike Tendo Power, shout out to you. Showed a picture on my Discord, which by the way, guys, I have a Discord, of what the packaging looked like. It was actually pretty cool packaging. Yeah, but you could have bought these for like $2.50 back at like a Toys R Us in 1989. Anyway, this is what it looks like. So that was a freebie. And a shout out to JoeSchmmo for giving me some really cool PlayStation demo discs. So I've got a couple PlayStation demo discs, and maybe if I get a bunch, then maybe I'll do a video talking about PlayStation demo discs. Who knows? But I'm not going to show footage of these because these are just demo discs. Plus, I got so much to show anyway. But anyway, here's a demo disc that has Championship Surfer, Tigger's Honey Hunt, Power Spike Pro Beach Volleyball, and then videos of Twisted Metal Black and Shadow of Destiny. So here is one demo disc that I got. The next one is mostly video, so the only playable one is Matt Hoffman Pro BMX, but it's got videos for Legion, The Legend of Excalibur, Escape from Monkey Island, Disney's Atlantis, The Lost Empire, Draken 2, and Okage Shadow King. And then I got an interactive CD, Volume 7, Future Me. Post what's on this, because it doesn't say. And then this one, which actually has a lot of previews. So the video previews are Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Twisted Metal, Small Brawl, NBA Shootout 2002, PS2 videos of Batman Vengeance and Jak and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy. So this is towards the end of the oh yeah, January 2002. Look at that. But you can play Jumpstart Wildlife Safari Field Trip, Sheep Raider, Mary-Kate and Ashley's Crush Course, Sesame Street Sports, Hot Wheels Extreme Racing, and Disney Pixar's Monsters, Inc. So yeah, there's a lot on this one. So that's pretty cool. So, I bought these off a Facebook group. A couple Wii U games. So I got Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. Now, this game, according to Scott the Woz, isn't that good of a game, because the only power-up you get is the Mega Mushroom, and other than that, it's just a bare-bones Mario Tennis. And if you want a good Mario Tennis game, I would probably say the one on GameCube, but it was $10. So, sure, it's a Mario Tennis game. Probably a good short series on the channel. Maybe more than a one-off, but a couple episodes, possibly. So I got that, and I got Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Sochi 2014. I'm probably pronouncing Sochi, I don't know what that is. 2014. So anyway, this is a series of Olympic Games based around the Winter Olympics of 2014. So I've got a couple of the Mario and Sonic games now, because I've got this one, and I got the first one on the Wii. So those are the Mario and Sonic Olympic Games titles that I have, and I remember when this one was new, but let's focus on that guy for a second. But yeah, that was a series for a while. They're not like big games, they're just kind of, we have an Olympics that year, let's release a Mario and Sonic Olympic game title. Sure, why not? Anyway, both those were $10, so pretty good. These were both in really great shape. Played like once, maybe, it looked like. So, excited to add those to the Wii U collection, because I'm starting to realize Wii U is starting to become nostalgic, because the Wii U is over 10 years old now, and it didn't sell a lot of copies, like, 13 million units? So, I've got a small Wii U collection, but I got most of the Wii U games that I want. I've got most of the first-party titles, at least. But I got a slowly growing Wii U collection, but I want to get those before they get too expensive. But I got a couple of the cheaper ones. Last week I was at GameStop, and they had a sale of buy 4 for $40 if the games are $20 or less. Well, this one wasn't really part of it because it's only $3, but I got Doom on Xbox One, so that's pretty cool. And the guy at GameStop said that game's really good. Oh, and there's also reversible case, and he gave me this random Mario DS manual, which I think I already have, because I think I got my Mario DS complete in box. But anyway, but this one's pretty cool because it's got a reversible cover, and this is pretty cool. This is the Doom game that was released the same day as the Animal Crossing. So if you guys remember the meme of Isabelle and Doom Guy teaming up, yeah, it's this game. I don't know anything about that game. I haven't played a Doom game except for the one on, well, the PC version that was ported over to all the consoles, and according to the Video Game Nerd, they're all bad except for the PC version. I have the Super Nintendo version. It's not great, because it runs like half the frames that it should, and it kind of makes me sick to play. But soundtrack's amazing in that game, and I know it's a fantastic game. But anyway, I got that. I also got, and this actually is part of the deal, the next few games are part of that deal. So I got Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Striker, Naruto fighting game. I also got One Piece World Seeker. I don't know anything about this game, but I love One Piece, so I'm sure I'd enjoy it. Speaking of which, I remember many years ago when I gave all those One Piece updates of like, oh yeah, I'm at Eni's Lobby, and oh man, I just made it to Thriller Bark, and oh man, all those years ago. Yeah, I'm in Wano, of course. I mean, yeah, I followed the dub, not the sub, but we're still in Wano, and big things are about to happen. I'm super excited. Okay, moving on. Here's another Doom game, Doom Eternal on PS4. So yeah, all these games were I spent like $82 for 9 games, which is pretty good deal. Next up is God of War on PS4. That rhymed. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did. But sure. I remember I said, oh yeah, I've got a couple God of War games, and I looked, I only have one, I think, maybe two. But I'm like, oh yeah, I got a bunch of them. Oh, I only have two. But now I got three. Or was it one, now I have two. Something like that. But I got this too. I'm going to have to start double stacking my games here. I got Judgment on PS4. It looks like some kind of crime mystery type game. Looked pretty cool. I'd never heard of it before, but sometimes you find a game that's dirt cheap that you've never heard of, and you're like, you know what? It's a dirt cheap game I've never heard of that looks interesting. Sure, why not? I'm going to start probably triple stacking my games at the end of this. The Quarry, also on PS4. It's like a horror game. I think he said that this was from the same people that did Until Dawn, which I still need to play, but I hear that game's really good. I don't know anything about this game. It might be good, might be bad, but I got it. So, yeah. Got Yakuza 0 on PS4, so now I have 2 Yakuza games, because I got one on Xbox One. Yakuza Like a Dragon, I think, which was kind of a spin-off of that or something. But I got this one now. So, here's the back of that. And future me is going to have all the dates of these. Like I said, I've got so much to go through that, because I'm like at the halfway point. And I got Alex Kidd DX in Miracle World on PS4. Now, the really cool thing with this, Alex Kidd was the original mascot for Sega before Sonic, I think, because he had a couple games on the Master System. He might have still had a game on the Genesis, but they redid or remastered or whatever one of them. I think you can switch between like the new graphics and the old graphics or something. I think. But what's really cool with this is the reversible case, where they have it set up like a Sega Master System game, like the grids and all that. I'm like, this is a really neat feature. I wanted to get Alex Kidd because it's Alex Kidd, but I really wanted this game just because I love the attention to detail they put into this. Like, that's cool. So anyway, I got that. So that is what I did last week, the sale that was last week, which again was buy 4 for $4 for games $20 or less. So I went to a different GameStop today because I'm like, oh, well, let's just see what this GameStop has as far as 4 for $40. And they're like, oh, well, we have a different sale. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool too. So this one's a little bit more simple, buy 2, get 1 free. So I got Shin Megami Tensei 3 on PS4. I don't know anything about it outside of it being an Atlas game, but the guy described it as kind of like Persona, but like Persona focusing on the story and this focusing on the stats and stuff. That's the best way that he described it to me, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And it's an Atlas game. Atlas games are usually pretty good. Atlas games are usually expensive. So, the fact that this one was pretty cheap was good. Now, unfortunately, I learned I already have Little Big Planet 3. I forgot that I got it, but I had so many games in my hand, and I was putting some games back, and I forgot to check what I already had. But I think this was the only duplicate I bought, which I guess that's fine, all things considering. But, I mean, it's still a classic, Little Big Planet 3. And I'm sure if I were to list that or trade it, somebody will take it. It's not worth much, but it's a classic. I got a couple PS5 games that were pre-owned. So I got Monarch, which I'd never heard of, but looked pretty cool. So, yeah, sure, why not? And then, this one was actually one of the newer games that came out, One Piece Odyssey. I think it came out last year. And it's like an alternate story, because it's like post time skip, but I remember seeing them in like Alabasta and stuff, so that was kind of cool. But I don't know anything about it, but it just looked good, and I'm like, I want to get that. So I got it. Now the true highlight though was I showed my Switch a lot of love today, apparently, because the rest of what I got were Switch games. But I got Bayonetta 3. Remember what I said about Mario Tennis? I don't know about the Switch version, but I got the Switch version too. So, do I have all the main console releases of Mario Tennis? I've got the 64, I think. I've got the GameCube. I've got the Wii U. I've got the Switch. I think the only one on Wii was just a re-release of the GameCube with motion controls. A game that I've been meaning to get since the Switch came out was ARMS. Yeah, I don't have ARMS yet. I've had 6 years to get it, and it took me this long, but here we go. Got ARMS. Another Atlas game. I got 13 Sentinels. Aegis Rim. Unravel 13 intertwining stories across time and space in Vanillaware's critically acclaimed sci-fi mystery epic. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. I don't know anything about this game, but this sounds pretty cool. So, anyway, I got that. Pokken Tournament. I have the Wii U version. I think I got it pretty close to launch date, but I've only played it a couple times. It's a fun game, though. But this is the definitive way to play it. They added in some new characters that weren't in the original version. Like, I know Krogunk was a new character. And... yeah, okay, Decidueye's in here. Yeah, because Decidueye wouldn't have been a thing in Wii U, because this game came out in, I think, 2015? And Decidueye being from Sun and Moon was 2016 at the earliest. So yeah, Decidueye is definitely new. I know Krogunk's new. Others are new, but that's pretty cool. We got new characters in this one. So for those who have the Wii U version, yeah, keep it because it's a fun game on the Wii U. But that's the definitive way to play it. I got Mario Strikers Battle League. So I played Mario Strikers on the GameCube. And it's pretty fun. And I didn't realize how fun it was until I bought it like years later. Because I'm like, it's Mario Soccer. I don't like soccer. Soccer's stupid. But Mario Strikers on GameCube was actually a pretty fun game. So I don't know how well this one holds up. Because, again, like Mario Tennis kind of dipped for a little bit. So I don't know if Mario Strikers is still good. Let's see how it holds up to the GameCube one. But I got it. And I got Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. So Fire Emblem Warriors, this is basically like Hyrule Warriors and Dynasty Warriors, but with Fire Emblem characters. So I don't know if it's basically all the new characters, if they have like Marth and some of the older characters too, because I don't know Fire Emblem all that well. It's a new series to me because I'm terrible at strategy games, so I just haven't bought Fire Emblem games. But I don't know. This is pretty cool, and not a typical Fire Emblem game, so I might enjoy this one. But a true Fire Emblem game I did get was Engage, which isn't this like the new one or the newest one or something? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know my Fire Emblem games like I do Mario and Pokemon and Zelda and everything else. Like this is probably one of the Nintendo franchises I know the least about. But again, I don't want to make the mistake that I did on Path of Radiance and Radiant Dawn and wait for them to get stupid expensive. So I'm like, I should probably get some of these Fire Emblem games before they get that price. So anyway, that is what I got in a couple sales. A lot of stuff. But I'm excited to share it with all you guys. I am dreading putting these on the shelf, because, geez, it's a lot. Like, these are 3 thick. I don't know how many games this is. It's a lot. I'm not even counting. But, again, I'm excited to share these with you guys. And, as always, if you want to see any of these games played on the channel, let me know, or any of the other games I have in my collection, let me know as well. I'll put them on the list, and when some of these games that are already in rotation finish up, then maybe I can add some of these to the list. It might be a one-off, it might be a series. Like, some of these, like Pokken Tournament, I can't see being a long series, but if you guys want to see Pokken Tournament, then sure. Mario Tennis, I can't see that being too long of a series. Now, some of these Fire Emblem games and some of these others might be a longer series, which, if I'm committed to that game, then we're going to be playing it for a little bit. Kind of like, we've been playing some of these video games on the channel for years. Like Dokkan Kingdom, we've been playing that game for like 5 or 6 years at least. But that's mostly just because of the frequency that we're able to meet is just like a few times a year. But still, like I said, let me know any of these games here or any of the other games that you've seen in previous pickup videos, unboxing videos, whatever. And yeah, like I said, I'll write them down. Like, your comments and requests aren't ignored. A lot of games are in rotation right now, and I don't want to start a new game before I finish some of these other games. So, but yeah. Still do comments. But that's pretty much the end of this video. If you haven't yet, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified when another video comes out. Like, if you've wanted me to play ARMS for a while, well, you can subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be like, cool, Angry Monkey finally started ARMS, my favorite game ever. Then, yeah, you'll know. I also have a Facebook page, so don't forget to follow me on Facebook as well, where I post these videos and pretty much any video I do. I hope to at some point be able to interact with you guys on Facebook. I'm still very, very small. But maybe if I get big enough, I have like 3 or 4 people follow me on Facebook. But I have a Facebook page. You can follow me on there. I might do some polls of, hey, do you guys want to see One Piece Odyssey or Bayonetta 3? Although if I do Bayonetta 3, I gotta do Bayonetta 1 first, but that's a bad example. Odyssey versus Mario Tennis Aces or something. I don't know. Let me know. Or, yeah, I'll have a poll. I'm just not at that point yet. If I do a poll, I might get a vote. Maybe. So it's like, not really worth it. I also have an Instagram where I'll be like, oh, check it out, it's Mario Strikers Battle League, and there's the front and the back, and oh, that's pretty cool, actually. And talk about, like, oh, what's your favorite memories of this game, and talk about the game a little bit, interact with you guys, because that's the fun part of social media, is like interacting with the audience, the viewers, you guys. Because, yeah, while it's fun to record content, it's more fun to interact to your guys' comments, enjoying the content that I post. So, yeah, all that. Most importantly, I have a Discord where we talk about, well, all this stuff. Pokemon, video games, anime. We have anime watch nights. Every other Thursday we are watching an anime. Right now we're going through Madoka Magica Side Story. We're in Season 2. I just got to promote all that, but some of you guys might not be into that. But those that are, well, join us. If you aren't big into anime, well, there's still stuff for you on the Discord. Talk about your favorite video games. We talk about Pokemon, like I said, other stuff. We post memes. I sometimes share some interesting videos. Like I shared a video of a race that Pink Floyd did back in the 80s or early 90s in Mexico, and they did the soundtrack to it, so if you're into that, you might be able to watch that on the channel, because I love music and stuff. yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff on the Discord. You just gotta join us. Anyway, this video went on for a while, and yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day.